All right, yo, what's good, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Anime Tofu. Welcome, newcomers, tofuers, people who just want to check us out, haters, whatever. Hopefully, y'all having a good day. As you all know, we are three brothers who have watched over 30,000 hours of anime collectively, but somehow never caught up on One Piece. But we have watched every single episode of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. So, well. You know where our priorities lie. I am your host, Methodical One, aka Big Bruh, followed by my guys here at the bottom. Justin, sir, how you doing?
What's up, man? Glad to be here.
And then my other sir over there, Mr. Robert, sir, how you doing?
Virgil, man, what's going on? I'm happy to be here. And dude, some of us have even watched Dragon Ball GT.
Hey, listen.
Ooh, you know what? I forgot all about that.
I have.
Yeah, nah, man, nah, we ain't. We talking about
Toriyama,
DVDs
on sale at Walmart back in the day.
Those were dark times, man. We were thirsty.
That's so true. It's true.
Thirsty for the anime back in the day because we had no streaming services.
That's so true. And dude, you'd buy the whole set, and then you were stuck. You're like, well, I've already bought
hilarious.
I got to find.
Hey, bro, it wasn't cheap. Anime wasn't cheap back in the day neither, bro. Them was setting you back a 50-pack real easy, and that was back when, $50 was easy.
You got 3 episodes on a VHS for like $30 at Suncoast. You better enjoy them.
That's even before. That's even before. And if you didn't like dub, it was dub or subtitle. You had to pick one or the other, bro. That was awful.
That's true. Man,
that was awful.
We've come a long way.
We have. Now we out here just watching however much anime that we can.
It's true.
We here at Anime Tofu like to take some tofu bites. Test out the tofu for you. We watch an episode, let you know if it's bingeable or you should pass. So, that's what we do here. So, how y'all been since the last episode?
Man, living my best life. I've actually been watching a lot of anime here recently, especially since we started this. It's got me back into just binging multiple shows. So, man, living my best life, brother.
Yeah, same, dude. I've actually not really watched a whole lot of anime outside of what we're doing for the show. I've been trying to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is anime adjacent. That game has a more convoluted storyline than 90% of animes out there. And one day I am going to roll credits.
It's funny that you say that because I've been doing the same thing since when the game come out? March?
February.
Goodness. Did it come out in February? So I've been playing that game since February, and I finally hit the part where the game was like, hey, if you move along, you don't get to return. I was like, oh, okay. It's about time. But I too, much like Mr. Justin there at the bottom, I've been watching a lot of anime, man, just because like TV has been awful. Awful. So, you know what ain't awful? Anime. And here we are. Here we are. With that being said, let's just go ahead and get things started, fellas. We'll move on into the question of the day. What is your favorite Akira Toriyama show or design? Start with you, Mr. Jenkins.
All right, man, I'm going to throw him up on the screen here. It is the most iconic of his designs. The blue slime from Dragon Quest. Look at him, dude. He's the perfect mascot. He's happy. You're going to run into him in every game. He comes in multiple forms, and even his final form, the metal slime, gives you the most experience points in the game if you can manage to take it down. And this dude had his own spin-off video game on the Nintendo DS called Rocket Slime.
Fire.
It's the blue slime for me, boys.
Yeah, it's fire. Also, a little thing to give you some tofu information about our friend here, Robert. He liked them so much that he bought a controller from Dragon Quest VIII that was made like a slime. That thing was awful.
Dude, it was terrible. It was way too uncomfortable to hold. I actually was like, all right, I'm only playing Dragon Quest VIII with this controller. Dragon Quest VIII is like 150 hours long. I think I played it for an hour and a half and put that controller back in the box. It was good times, though. It was like holding a chunky blue slime in your hand. I wish I still had it, dude. What a novelty piece.
Cool.
Mr. Longbeard, what you got for me? Of course.
That's it, bro. Since we're throwing pictures up, bro, of our
Yeah.
favorite characters from it, it's Piccolo, bro. It's even in my name. Piccolo is the GOAT.
That's in my name too.
So I just want to let y'all listeners know and watchers know, Justin trying to get invited to the cookout. Like, man,
Hey, listen, dude, I'm gonna let everybody know I've been invited to the cookout before.
yeah, he has, man. He's about that life, and to be honest, man, he's been a Piccolo fan as long as I have known him. So I can't even hold him on that. It's always like if we talking Dragon Ball Z and somebody doesn't mention Piccolo, man, Justin's feelings is gonna be hurt. He's gonna let you know that, hey, man, you're not gonna disrespect Piccolo like that.
Justin's gonna bring Piccolo up. You can't talk Dragon Ball Z in his presence without Piccolo being mentioned. I mean, that's
And I commend him.
daddy.
What'd you say?
Let's go Han's daddy, dude.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
And you know what sucks is for a long time in the Dragon Ball world, like he was pretty worthless, bro, and it sucks. I'm like, he's one of the most well-rounded characters in the show. But y'all just gonna leave him to the side like that? That's cool. That's cool.
He's always down to go to bat, even when he knew he didn't have a chance, bro. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna go defend his bros.
Hey,
Or
you
he's
know
gonna
what?
give everyone time until Goku shows up. That was
Exactly.
Piccolo, man.
That was him,
But
bro.
you know what? If you notice in the show, bro, they still didn't mess with the special beam cannon. It wasn't too many people deflecting that bad boy, bro. Like he was using that attack, bro. They were like, well, maybe we'll just get out the way, but they wasn't taking it to the chest. Like they wasn't gonna take it and just be like, I'm good. No, they didn't.
Accurate. Man,
Shout out to Piccolo.
all this Piccolo love this is good. It's good for us.
I'm a fan. I mean, being a black man, obviously, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. You know, to try to say black men don't take care of their kids, he was raising somebody else's kid, bro. Hey, watch yourself when you talk about Piccolo.
Facts.
So I mean, that's good. We got the slime, we got Piccolo. For me, I'm gonna have to go. I'm not gonna go with one. I'm just gonna go with the entire game. I don't have any pictures ready. Not yet. I'm sure when I do the edit, I'll post it up here. But Chrono Trigger, man, like, man, talk about some of the crazy crafted characters that he managed to come up with. And it's just like, to be honest, I feel like is that the first game that really made RPG art a thing? Because I don't feel like before that they were all pretty generic, and then after that game they all started taking that anime look. So I kind of feel like he led the charge for animes in the future. You know, with Blue Dragon and obviously Dragon Quest 11, which is another phenomenal game, phenomenal by Mr. Toriyama. So that's what I'm going with, bro.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Chrono Trigger is a great shout. I think some of the character designs are fantastic. Magus, Frog.
Oh yeah, Frog.
Yeah, Frog.
Well, I think it's cool too because I feel like you said, it definitely shifted the design for RPGs at that time because they all kind of had a very similar look. When you looked like Breath of Fire and some of these others, they kind of had that same vibe. And when Chrono Trigger came out, it was like its own. It was kind of its own entity. It just looked different, looked unique. It was cool. Yeah, good stuff.
So if you're not checked out any of the things that we talked about, go check them out.
Yeah.
That being said, gentlemen, it's time to go ahead and take this tofu bite and get into it.
Let's do it.
Our little tofu bite today is going to be Sandland. Sadly, this is the last anime from the great Akira Toriyama, based off the manga. Sandland is about a post-apocalyptic wasteland, the shortage of water because of a corrupt ruler, and the Demon King's son, Beelzebub, and his assistant Thief trying to find the lost water in the desert. It's a trial and tribulations of the desert. It's more Dragon Ball and less Dragon Ball Z. That's where we're gonna go.
Yep, 100%.
So when we're talking about info, it just finished, came out this year, 2024. It's only 13 episodes. As of right now, it has a finite ending. I do not know if there are more to the manga. I've never read the manga. I never actually paid any attention to it, to be honest with you. It is dubbed and subbed It is a post-apocalyptic comedy action anime, and you can find it on Hulu, which you can also find it on Disney Plus if you can find it on Hulu.
Yep.
I do believe so. I did some research into this. It was a short manga story, 14 chapters in length. So what you see in the anime is the entire story of Sandland.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. It's a kind of sad way to go out, but I mean, at least it's a one and done. We always talk about that. The one and done anime is just as important as, you know, animes like One Piece. Sometimes we just want to get in, get out, man, and enjoy ourselves.
100%. 100%.
So, okay. With that being said, Mr. Longbeard, let's start with the questions. How'd you feel about the first episode?
You nailed it on the head when you said this is way more Dragon Ball than it is any other Dragon Ball stuff like Z, Super, even GT. Maybe even has a little of that to it too. But
Yeah,
GT was very similar to Dragon Ball, I felt like a little bit. But it has that kind of goofy vibe to it. You know, the characters are so familiar looking because it did remind me of things that we've seen before, including the dragon, the big dragon enemy that you see in the first episode was very much like something that we have seen in Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, even, you know, when Goku fights some of the giant dinosaur stuff and that. So it feels familiar. It feels like putting on like a comfortable pair of shoes. It feels like something that we've seen and experienced, but just kind of in a different way. Overall, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this.
Yeah, dude, I felt like this show was charming in the way like Akira Toriyama's art style is charming. Like, I was drawn into the show right from the opening credits just because that art style is so familiar, so nostalgic for me that the art alone drew me in, kept me engaged for the entirety of the episode, despite what was going on. I thought Beelzebub was a good, solid lead character. I don't even know if he's supposed to be the lead character. I've only watched one episode, but yeah, dude, like Justin said, that dragon that they were running from was very reminiscent of the first episode where you see Gohan out in the forest fighting the dragon under his dad Piccolo's tutelage. Yeah, overall, I thought the first episode, charming art. If you like Akira Toriyama, you'll be drawn in on that alone.
Yeah.
I actually definitely agree. I mean, there's not much to say that y'all didn't already cover. It's comedy, you know, it's definitely charming. It fits like a pair of worn shoes, bro, like shoes that you've had forever. It's something new, but you're like, huh, it's like I've been here before. There are some noticeable differences. The biggest thing is this show seems to be a little bit more based in technology than Dragon Ball ever was. And then also nobody's throwing Kamehameha waves or anything like that. Like when they fight, like it's normal stuff. I did notice there was one thing, and we didn't really get into it, but we didn't get into it in the one episode that we watched, but I'm guaranteeing that it's going to happen between demons and humans. There's definitely some kind of ordeal going there, and it's not good. So, I would love to watch more and see how they deal with that. Cause you know, I mean, I guess you see a demon, you get scared, and that's the way that it plays out. But overall, man, the characters was good. Main character, like you said, or I guess the three main characters, because I guess it's going to be Thief, Beelzebub, and the Sheriff.
Yeah.
They're so far I'm engaged enough. Now, was it as strong as say what we watched Buddy Daddies? Maybe not quite, but it's strong enough in a different way.
You know how the demons and humans are going to coexist? Sheriff Rowell gave you the solution to the problem, man. He's going to give him video games. He's going to find some video game consoles.
Yeah,
That was good.
Yeah.
Those demons are going to that's it, dude. That's how he's going to get them
wild.
on their side. All of them.
Well, they
That's
already
wild.
they even had a conversation in this when they were talking about demons, and the sheriff was talking about how demons have killed people for all these years, and demons like, what?
Yeah.
Beelzebub's like, we don't do that. Like you guys have been killing each other for 2,500 years.
And blaming demons.
And
Like
blaming
anytime something
demons.
bad happens, it's the demon's fault.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so
Oh
it's one of
boy,
those- yeah,
art imitating life.
yeah, it's so true.
Oh boy, art imitating life, buddy. That's crazy. Okay, so well, I mean, y'all got while y'all bringing that up, y'all got any favorite moments?
For me, it's definitely when Beelzebub's putting on the like tryout to see who has the best abilities. Because I don't know why, but when the little dude says, "Hey, I can fly," and he's like, "Oh, sweet, you can help us find the spring or whatever
from the sky."
From the sky. And then when he starts to fly, he's like a foot off the ground, and they're like, "This sucks." Like it was the most Dragon Ball thing ever, and I don't know why, but in that moment right there, I was like, this just reminds me of like an interaction between Goku and some rando creature in the Dragon Ball space. So
Nah,
I
it's
just
like,
like that.
you know what? It's like, and I was low key expecting Chaozu to show up, bro, and say, "I can fight." No, you can't, bro. Sit down.
No, sit down.
Sit down, bro. We're not here for you, dog. We're not trying to res you back again, bro.
Yeah, you self-destructed for no reason, Go.
Way to be, Chauncey. That was my favorite moment as well, dude. When the characters had to like showcase their talents, but they're all kind of sabotaging because they don't want to go with Beelzebub and the sheriff. They're like, "Nah, we don't want to go on this quest." So they're like being terrible, doing their thing, right? My favorite was the ferret. There was like a little ferret-looking creature, and he jumped up and did a cross slash. And for some reason, that little animation on the screen made me think of a Chrono Trigger attack.
And it was probably meant for you to think about that attack. Like, I guarantee you, most of the stuff in the show was probably done that way for a reason. So if you're a fan, you would pay attention to that. My moment was the moment he went to see his dad, and I'm like, "Is that Deborah?"
Oh, yeah.
That's Deborah, dude.
100%.
The same blue clothes, bro. He was the same. I was like, "Huh?"
So all three of us were Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen.
Dude, we were 100%. Oh, that's
bro.
good.
That I was like, man. So this is what Deborah is doing when he's not dealing with Z fighters getting the business. I'm like, he's out here, bro, just chilling out here with his kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he's a dad, bro. Let that man cook.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's no, well, I can't complain. I mean, I'd ask you the favorite character line, but to be honest, it was like three main characters. There's a bunch of random characters, but there's only the three mains. Y'all got any favorites out the mains?
Man, off the bat, it's Sheriff Rao, bro. He's him. He's him, dude. He jumped at the end of the episode. That dude hops out like he's Master Roshi.
That is true.
He hopped out looking rough, throwing hands with all of the bandits, dude. He's like, "I want all the smoke. It's about to be a barbecue."
I'm gonna say Thief because he reminded me of who is it?
Master Roshi, the Pervy Sage, bro. He looks kind of like him.
He does, yeah, dude. He kind of reminded me of that. So I was like, man, Thief's my guy.
I actually like the main character because when they was putting Paul, hey, bro, he got hands. Main character got hands, bro.
He does.
He can throw. He don't give me Goku vibes. He gives me more like he's a mixture. He seems more like Gohan mixed with a little bit of Vegeta. No, Trunks. That's who he mostly reminds me of because I mean that's basically what Trunks is anyway. So he reminds me of the young Trunks.
That's a good shout right there. He does remind me a lot of the kids, Gotenks, or Trunks and Goten.
Yeah,
he definitely reminds me of that. That's good.
All right, so we're going to move on, and I believe let's really, really dig into this bite and season the tofu.
Ooh, here on the show, Anime Tofu, we like to have our tofu seasoned. So we're going to go through some rapid fire questions here, and you have 1 minute to answer each of these. We'll start with you, Virgil. IGN gave this one a score of 9 for the first 6 episodes. Does this influence whether or not you will finish this one?
Hey, bro. I'm just going to say this. IGN's ratings to me these days mean about as much as an open trash can, bro. I care less. I was like, I'm not. I ain't taking nothing away from them dudes, but they rating system is booty, bro. I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna watch it regardless if they tell me to watch it or if they don't tell me to watch it.
First off, I'm glad that we got a booty in this episode. Robert.
I would be more influenced by my friends' word of mouth than like a video games website review of an anime. So,
Sure.
nah. If like you or Virgil's like, hey man, finish Sandland. All right, it'll go in my queue with like 100 other animes I need to watch one day. But yeah, if one of you guys told me to watch it, I would watch it over IG and give it a 9.
Yep. I'll take both of your answers. All right, here we go. Robert, we'll start with you. Thoughts on the CGI animation?
Dude, there was time where the animation looked hand drawn and then it would shift to CGI and it was really jarring. Like it almost seemed to make the show slow down and lag at times. But even with that like jarring shift, that artwork still slaps. So it didn't like deter me from if I would ever continue the show or not based on that.
Virgil?
He's right. The artwork does slap. It doesn't bother me because I've watched a lot of Netflix animes, and a lot of them have shifted to that. I watch Ultraman. I watch some of Godzilla, so it doesn't bother me. And none of them have the Toriyama effect, and they don't look the way that they do. So, nah, I'm good. I'm good. It don't bother me.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. It doesn't bother me. It is a little bit jarring for me still, even though a lot of animes are taking this direction. It's something I'm getting used to. It doesn't deter me though. And like you guys both said, the artwork in this one slaps anyway. All right, people are calling this Mad Max for kids. Thoughts on that comparison, Virgil?
I like it because I mean that's pretty much what it is. Except, I mean, I've seen some of the extra characters like just going on, so the wildness is definitely there. I do think that this whole, driving around looking for water is very Mad Max. Yeah, it works. It's a good comparison.
Robert?
Man, based on episode 1, like outside of it taking place in a desert and the dude was driving a vehicle, I mean, okay. I guess maybe as the show progresses, it might get there. But based off episode 1, I was actually confused by that comparison. Again, I've only seen one episode. So if people are saying it's that, I'm sure we have like vehicular warfare somewhere along the way in this desert.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more to that story, like you said. But I mean, desert, vehicles, hunting for water, battles, bandits. I mean,
wild thing, gentlemen. I don't know if you've ever watched the original Mad Max. It does not take place in the desert.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The original Mad Max just takes place in Australia. Like it ain't even, it's just a crazy Australia. But vehicles is a must. There has to be vehicular combat though. That is a must.
All right, last one. Robert, we'll start with you. Are you tired of demons yet?
No, I'm fine with like 1,000 shonen animes that are just powerful people wailing on each other. So, like, if the characters and story are entertaining, I don't care if it's demons, kaiju, humans. I don't care what it is, man. I'll watch it.
Virgil?
Lord forgive us for watching these shows with so many demons. They're entertaining, bro. What can we say? Like it's good. Like if the writing's good and the show's good, then I'm here for it. Like you said, be it Titans, mechs. You know how many mechs I've watched in my entire life. So I mean, like, yeah, I'm here for it, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, anime has its tropes, and they take different directions for all of these things. There's a lot of different types of demons in these shows. This is way different than Demon Slayer. I'm cool with it. So let's keep that going. All right, last thing. Got any hot takes or closing thoughts? Robert, what you got?
My hot take is, hold on, bro. Before I answer this, dude, are we still going to ask the question if we're going to continue watching this show, or is this where I answer that kind of thing?
No, we got a bottom line question still.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. All right. Hot take closing thought, dude. Based on episode 1, I think Sandland could be something that you could like safely watch with your kids with and not worry about anything insane popping off. Like sometimes that is a fear of mine as a father with kids. Like if I have an anime on, they're like, "Oh, it looks like a cartoon." It's like, well, it might not be that kind of cartoon, but this one
Jiggle
actually does
physics.
seems pretty safe to watch with your kids.
Virgil?
Oh, look at him taking the family hot take. Look at that boy. Isn't that wholesome? Look at him. Look at him, bro. My hot take on this one is I think this is it sucks that it's Toriyama's last anime, but I feel like this is going to be a great send-off. Just watching the first episode, he always said he wanted to recreate something similar to Dragon Ball. And his first anime, which I cannot remember the name of it for the love of me, but I feel like he's finally done that, and he finally got back to, I guess, his roots, so to say. So it's my hot take.
Yeah. I guess I'm kind of similar to that. I love the fighting stuff. I love Dragon Ball Z, but it is good to see something of his that goes back to the roots. It goes back to something a little simpler, something a little nicer. Robert so eloquently tried to tell us all that this was a show for children, but that's his way of saying that. It's a
No
family.
jiggle physics. Ain't no jiggle physics. He's giving you the go ahead. Ain't no jiggle physics, which I can't hold him in there. We ain't got too far yet. So,
But I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. So
That's not a bad thing that kids can watch this.
heck no. I'm gonna try to get Oliver into it. We'll see what happens.
all right, okay, all right. Well, is it worth watch? Is it bingeable or is it passable?
Ooh. I'm gonna say it's worth watching. To me, especially if you're a fan of Akira Toriyama and you love Dragon Ball, I think it's something I feel like you have to watch it. And I think the quality of it is there. I think it's something that's a cool, like we've said, it's a cool send off back to that time. If you grew up watching that kind of stuff, I feel like it's something you should watch. 100%. I don't know about binging. I don't know if I'm going to binge it. I think this will be something I watch slowly, especially unless I get in that mood for something like this. I'd have to be in the mood to binge something like this. But watching an episode here and there is, I find that this will probably be something more like that for me.
Mr. Jenkins?
Is it worth continuing to watch? Yeah, I think it's worth continuing to watch. Will I personally continue to watch it? No, I will not. Nothing against Akira Toriyama, love the dude, but see, I have Hulu with ads, and ads kill me, and my cheapness will block me from continuing.
Hey, sir. Hey, we all have Hulu.
Dude,
I don't think it matters anymore. I think because it is original show, bro, I don't think you get out of those ads anymore at all. I don't care if you pay for the big one. Like, they have ads. You ain't getting out of it.
There was like 9, dude. I would be watching it, and I feel like I'd watch like 3 or 4 minutes of it, and it's like I'm watching the Skittles commercial again. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I watch it, and it's like, all right, yeah, here we go. They're in the car. Oh, Skittles commercial. Sweet.
That's crazy.
There was a lot of ads up for this 30-minute show.
That's crazy.
Wow. And that's wild. That was the whole reason we went to streaming in the first place. And here we are, gentlemen. That's
it, bro.
Back to square one.
We figured out how to cable streaming services.
Right. Yeah. I'm looking now. I'm like, I was talking to my significant other, like, hey, I think somebody's bundling like Hulu and Netflix all together, and it's a like a satellite service. She was like, I want no satellite. I was like, but it's a streaming service. She was like, oh, we can discuss it. I'm like, well, that's where we at. As far as it being bingeable, I agree. Shout out to Akira Toriyama. It is not. Well, as of right now, I don't see it being bingeable. Maybe later. Am I going to watch the rest of it? I'm definitely going to watch the rest of it. I do like what I see. I am a Toriyama fan, so I might as well knock it out. And man, I have watched 13 episodes of worse.
Oh, for sure.
So why not? Slapping this on it. So right now, since we done took our bite and everybody done chewed it up, we done seasoned, we done had a little bit of time. I guess it's time to score it out. It's gonna score it out. Let me start out. Let me start out for once.
All right, you do it.
My tofu rating is gonna be an 82. It's 82.
Woo!
It's got a little season on it. It's got a little season.
Like it.
It ain't seasoned enough for me to be like, yo, let me run this back right now. But it's seasoned enough that I'm gonna watch it. So that's what I got. Coming in strong. What you got, Justin?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with for me personally, I'm gonna take a 75 on this one.
Okay.
I like it. Same as you. I'm gonna put teriyaki sauce on this. It's not my favorite sauce, but I'll eat it when it's available. Okay. I do like the teriyaki, but yeah, dude, 75. That's still a solid score. And again, this is one episode. I could change by the time it's over, but 75.
Bro, when you said I'm putting the teriyaki, I just felt like the hibachi chef was just mad, bro. He's like, nah. He's like, we're not doing that today, bro.
He's not going to make the rice volcano with the onion on top instead of Blaze. We're not doing that. Just the
hey, bro, no shrimp tossed in your mouth this time, player. No. All right, Mr. Bojangles, what you got for me, bro?
Man, in honor of Akira Toriyama and this being his final story, I'm going to give it all the way, baby. 100 out of 100. Check out Sandland. We take our scores, we divide them by 3 to get the tofu rating, and the tofu rating for this one's going to be the Prince of all Saiyans, a solid 86%.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
That's good.
I'm with it. I like it.
That's good.
All right. So, with that being said, 86% tofuers. Maybe you should give it a shout. If you've seen it pop up, because I know if you've seen it pop up, because it pops up every time I cut on Hulu, give it a shout. So it's worth it.
Heck yeah.
So, coming to a close, fellow tofuers, we recap, giving it an 86. You know, we watched the episode, we watched Sandland. At this moment, though, we want to take a time. We're going to take a moment. It's really, really, really sucks to say this, man. You know, it's a rest in peace to Toriyama. Many, many years of anime, creating fans. You know, Dragon Ball was a life changer for the entire world. And you know, what's really, really crazy is Dragon Ball is so big that when you walk into the grocery store on some Reese's Puff cereal, you see Goku. You know how crazy that is?
That's right.
Crazy. You know, your style's definitely, his style is one of the most noticeable styles of any artist. I mean, we're talking like it's as noticeable as Charles Schultz creating the Peanuts. You know, the Garfield artist, man, like it's noticeable. Some of my favorite comic book artists as well. You know, we appreciate everything that you ever did as a gamer and as and an anime fan. Without your works, man, Anime Tofu may not even exist.
I would be true. 100%.
True for me, easy.
The bottom of our head, Anime Tofu, man. We wish you the best, and just hopefully somebody will continue your legacy, and we see your art style, and we see more of the I want to say wholeheartedness of his animes with some of the craziness in Dragon Ball Z, but for the most part, man, it's very kid friendly. It's very fun to watch. So, and usually finite, so it ends, and we're okay with that. So, you know, we appreciate it. Yeah, got anything, man?
I can't top what you said, dude.
No, I can't either. Thanks for everything. I've said it before when it happened, but I don't know if there's ever been a celebrity or artist death that has impacted me in the same way. Like it was, man, I felt that one. So I'm just grateful for all the childhood memories for sure.
Charles Schultz was my other one. It's because I love the Peanuts.
Yeah.
He died. That was the other one that really, 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 and of course, I'm sorry, Stan Lee. Let us not forget. Let us not forget, buddy, because that is the other half of the coin. And it's really weird because Toriyama and Stan Lee, like, it seems like they had a lot personality wise in common
Yeah.
and pushing envelopes. So,
Well, and they
shout
both
out.
love what they did. Like it was clear that both of them loved their creations, to me. And I think that's just something that showed through in what they did. And it's hard to miss. And it makes you love it more.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
Right now, Mr. Jenkins, I hear, is that sizzling tofu that I hear in the background, bro? What you got for us? What you got?
This week on Sizzling the Tofu, here we go, guys. We try and find something out in the world that's anime adjacent, something we think you'll find interesting. And this week, that is the Sandland video game. So the Sandland video game picks up where I think it's actually like a little side story that ties into the main overall narrative. It's currently sitting at Metacritic rating of 71. The game tackles the anime and gives fans of the show more of what they love. Louis Maisel over at HeyPoorPlayer.com says, if you love Toriyama's art style and world building, Sandland the game is for you. With its unique blend of exploration and vehicular combat and engaging narrative, Sandland the video game brings the manga to life. So I downloaded the demo on PS5. Did you guys get to check this out at all?
I did.
Yes, I did.
Any thoughts?
So I was confused. I'm going to be 100% honest. I got in. I wasn't 100% sure what I was supposed to do. And I don't know if this was one of those demos where they just wanted you to get in on the action and just go check it out. But if that was what the whole game was based on that demo, I wouldn't be interested in this. But if you're saying there's world building and like questing and stuff, I mean, the art was cool. The graphics were fine. All that stuff was good. But man, I was just very lost.
I was confused. Yeah, there's no like markers telling you what to do on the map. So I just kind of drove around and fought stuff. Like I fought some bosses and got wrecked. I figured out how to get in the vehicles. And then, dude, for an anime game, I didn't expect, like I went into the menus and all these vehicles are widely customizable. You buy all these different parts that do all these different things and raise all the stats. That was nice, but ultimately, if the demo was supposed to sell me on the game, that game's staying on the shelf. I'll see you at Game Pass, player.
True.
Hey, gentlemen. Hey, you hear that? Do y'all hear that in the background? Mid. That's what I'm giving. It is a solid 100% mid, bro. I have never been so bored in a demo in my entire life. And I didn't hate it, bro, but I was like, what is this? What am I doing? What is the purpose? At least most demos give you some kind of story. And I know what they were doing. They were like, hey, you can play the anime. Bro, if I ain't watched the anime, then I don't care. It doesn't even matter. Let's take the anime portion out of it. Mid.
I would take Chrono Trigger with these graphics.
Heck yeah, I would.
I take Dragon Quest 12 with these graphics. I take anything with these graphics.
So it's all right.
But you know what? I don't want to take this game. You're right. It can sit on the shelf. It can sit far on the shelf. It might be a collector's item, but I ain't never going to play it. I'm going to have to pass on this, homie.
Fair enough. That's what I brought this week for Sizzling the Tofu. Hey, if you're a big Sandland fan, they said that this game is for you. It is a game for fans. If you're just kind of casually looking for an anime game to play, maybe try the demo, maybe do some deep dive into it. There's probably 100 other anime adjacent games out there for you.
So all I heard was, if you like mid, boot it up and give it a try. Hey, bro, you know what? Back in the days where games was $30 and $40, I would have gave it a shot. But bro, for 70, nah, player. We ain't spending $70 on no mid, cuz we not doing it.
You know, back in the day before like we had the internet to go through and tell us like, hey, maybe don't waste your money on this. Like if I'm in Blockbuster as a kid and my dad's like, hey, you can rent one video game, the art style on this game, I'd be like, yes, I'm getting this. I'm taking it home. And I'm going to be excited about it the whole way there. I'm going to have my Pizza Hut. I'm going to pop it in the system, and then I'm mad when I start playing it. But the art style's still going to look cool.
Dude, I mean, demos, like you guys said, they're supposed to sell you on games and give you at least a good basis on what you're going to be doing the entire time. If that's what I'm doing the whole time, no thanks.
Yeah.
Bro, you not knowing what's going on, you're right. Because
I'm not a big sandbox playing game player anyway.
I'm glad
like
you
you to
brought
give
that
me.
up.
I like you to give me some direction. What am I supposed to do? At
I'm
least
glad you brought
something.
that up. I'm tired of it. The sandbox, bro. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
I think open world games should be bigger. See you next week on Sizzle and Tofu, everyone.
There you go.
There's always one.
There is.
fellas. As we come to a close, what y'all watching? Y'all watching anything? I know X-Men 97 over, boy. That's the tears. Not having a new X-Men 97 episode is hurtful. But what y'all got out there?
I'll start on this one. Go ahead, Robert.
I watched so I made it to the end of Attack on Titan, and they split the finale into a 2.5 hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
Watched the first part, which was an hour long, and it was so freaking good. So I'm actually finishing up Attack on Titan. It's made me want to go back and watch the entire thing. I watched it in sub. I'm ready to go back and watch it in dubbed, which I'm probably going to do. So for me, I'm looking at trying to finish Attack on Titan this week, watching the second part of that finale.
That's an anime that on dub is actually solid.
Yeah, it really is. It's really good. It's really good.
So I said last week when you asked this question, I was watching Free Run of Journey's End. I finished it, and this is saying something right here. I liked it so much that instead of waiting, I actually bought manga so I could continue knowing what the story. That's a pretty serious step, bro.
That is, dude. It's a scary place to walk down the manga aisle as a 40-year-old man.
I was scared to look at covers because I was worried that it was going to be
ain't that, bro. If it ain't that, you got to have a clothespin for the nostrils, dog. Because sometimes, man, them smells get you. They'll be different. Smells different, bro. Them auras, them essences.
Hey, there were a couple that I when we were passing by, Maggie was giving me the side eye, bro. You know, like when I was looking at some of the covers on those mangas, bro. Get real, you know.
Hey, bro, the jiggle physics is real. Even in the manga, the jiggle physics is real.
It's true.
So my man moved. Okay, he done moved to the manga, boy. Look at him.
We're getting serious. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
dude, you're one step closer to that body pillow.
Dude, don't shame me on the body pillow thing, bro.
Oh my god! I know what you're getting for Christmas, buddy. So just go ahead and expect it. I'm still watching Delicious in the Dungeon, bro. We like 22 episodes in at this point, and it's still fire. Outside of that, have I watched? Man. So I mean, our next episode of Kaiju number 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there, bro. I am caught up in Kaiju number 8. Boy, oh boy.
And
I started watching season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. There we go. That's what I started watching. I have not finished season 2, and I've been watching it. And the beginning of season 2 kind of weird, but I like where it's going.
I binged that show last time I had COVID.
Binged. The B word. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
All tofuers, newcomers, haters, your mom, your grandma, whoever. Join us next week when we are talking about Kaiju number 8. It's going to be a big episode. Get what I did there? A big episode.
Heyo.
Join us. Until then, man, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, join our Discord, get in on the conversations. Let's have some fun. Tofuers. Remember, season your tofu. I don't care. It's 2024. That's what we're doing. You guys got any final words?
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama.
Shout out to that.
You know, we talked about Piccolo earlier, and I'm going to end with one of my favorite Piccolo quotes. Gohan, why didn't you Dodge.
That was a great episode. With going with the Toriyama theme, I'm chivalrous like Frog. I throw hands like Super Saiyan Gohan 2. I'm built like Master Popo. But your mom and grandma love me. So that's how we're gonna end the show. We'll see y'all next time, man.
See you guys.